Gateway2Investment programme is a programme that's been running probably for about 5 years. It is designed specifically for small start-up businesses that are looking for funding, specifically in the London area. Pembridge is involved in the G2i programme because we're absolute advocates of helping small businesses increase their chances of raising money.
The first day we take them through fundamentally what investment options what fundraising options might be available to them, what financing options might be available, debt, equity, etc. We try to introduce companies to how investors think, and we do that in fact by making them a class look at their peers in the class and say which of the propositions they've heard about during the day they would invest in. So we get them to start thinking like investors and why they might put their money into those companies. And then today we've been taking them through practice pitch sessions. They talk to a panel, in this case of 5 people. We behave as would the investment committee of a fund manager, and therefore we talk about the company afterwards, about what we've heard and will we invest in them and why we would or why we wouldn't invest in them, and then we feed that back to the company so they can see what impact they've had on us.
Really good fun. Like the first part, like when you first get into it, you're obviously a little bit nervous, but as soon as you're going with the flow, then it was great. And just when people ask you questions and you've got answers for them, and I think genuinely, like Joan and I really believe in what we're doing, and we know our business inside and out. So it was nice to be able to answer most of those questions.
It is very helpful because you understand not only how do investors think, but how they like to operate, what they like to do after their money has come into the business, and how they like to basically interact with businesses on a day-to-day basis.
We signed up to the Gateway2Investment programme initially to find out about funding, how we can go about raising funding, but equally to learn about the funding process and to meet interesting people who we have met on our journey.
For me, the best piece of advice was really make sure that you and the investor are on the same wavelength, that they actually understand your brand and that you get on with them, because fundamentally they have quite a lot of influence on the way your business is going to be run, and you need to make sure that you're both rowing in the same direction.
The key reasons to attend were A, you'll never know everything there is to know about investing, and you can always learn something, and the people here have years of experience and really good advice. You also get to network with other entrepreneurs, which is always interesting. You might get other business opportunities from here. I found one, which has been really helpful. And it's just good to talk to other people that are doing something, like you, because there aren't that many of you out there at the moment.
Know your numbers. Make sure you take the panel through a clear and concise storyline, and make sure you're confident in the pitch. Because if you aren't confident about anything, it will show. It will show in your body language, if not in what you say. So those, I think, are the 3 things. Confidence, know your numbers, and make it a clean, concise, relatively quick trip through the storyline.
It's great that you got a day of workshop where you heard from various parties within the field, and then to have a day where you actually pitch and get feedback from investors.